Well, at the end of the previous movie, it was said that there's gonna be carnage. And finally, that promise was made good on. Let There Be Carnage is the second movie in the Tom Hardy Venom franchise. And like the original, it delivers a decent story. Once again, Tom Hardy is a man basically torn in two by alien with severe impulse control problems. Excuse me. His ex-girlfriend. I gotta stop writing these tongue twisters. Played by Michelle Williams, is pretty decent. Definitely not a pushover, and I guess I was a bit harsh when I called her Discount Pepper Potts, because while she does fill the Pepper Potts role, she's independent. She's also got a new guy who, while not exactly a superhero, he's not a load, I should say. Speaking of girlfriends, Venom also, speaking of girlfriends, Carnage, I should say, has a girlfriend as well. A banshee-type mutant called Shriek. And she's played very well. The actress in question is definitely a troubled character, or plays a troubled character. And you get to see her relationship with Woody Harrelson's version of Cletus Cassidy as Natural Born Killers 2.0. Turns out Harrelson is very good at playing crazy guys who are completely unfazed with taking life. As for Carnage, visually, he looked great. I mean, this is the Carnage we should have gotten in the cartoon. But his voice didn't quite fit. Not knocking the voice actor, because the one who did Venom as well was good. Both voice actors did very well. Except Carnage's voice, to me, should be more shrill, more weaselly. Maybe I'm just used to the cartoon and the video games, but his voice just didn't quite sound right. But visually, everything was great. Speaking of visually, the effects on Venom, as well as Carnage, were a far improvement on the first film. Both characters felt more solid. And there were even effects for the Shriek character, which made things look like she was really pulling massive amounts of air and ambient energy into her in order to produce the Banshee whale. And I can't really complain about the effects. The story was short and sweet. It didn't overstay its bounds. It maybe felt a tiny bit longer in places, but it was only a little over an hour and a half, which was plenty of time to get to know the various characters. While Cassidy was not sympathetic, he tried to play on sympathies. And when he let loose, it was a stark contrast to him just sitting in a cage, looking oddly chill. If you've seen the first film, it's worth the ticket price to see the second film. I don't know if they're going to... well, I can't really say whether or not they're going to have anything to do with the Multiverse of Madness because of spoilers. But I wouldn't mind seeing this version of Venom square off against at least one Spider-Man. Yeah, so that's all. It's a good movie. Check it out whenever. Maybe avoid 3D. Thankfully, I did, because there's a lot of camera movement. So yeah, this is Mr. J signing out and reminding you, if a little blob from a meteorite or what looks like a blob from space lands near you, for goodness sakes, don't mess with it. Also, avoid Woody Harrelson when he goes crazy.